Have you ever stopped to think about how decisions made thousands of kilometers away can directly impact the price you pay to fuel your car or heat your home? Why does the cost of fuel seem to rise and fall randomly? And what does this have to do with a nation in the Middle East? The answer lies in a resource as powerful as it is controversial: oil. At the center of this global dynamic is Saudi Arabia, one of the world's largest energy producers. Today, we're going to explore how the decisions of this nation shape financial markets, impact the global economy, and most importantly, influence your daily life. The history of Saudi oil begins in the 1930s, when the first discoveries transformed a country once dependent on trade caravans into one of the world's leading energy exporters. In partnership with major foreign companies, Aramco was founded, which would later become the largest oil company in the world. But what solidified Saudi power was the founding of OPEC in 1960, a cartel of oil-producing countries that regulates supply and influences global oil prices. Since then, Saudi Arabia has assumed a leadership role, using its strategic position to shape the global market and exert political influence on a worldwide scale. Crises such as the oil shocks of the 1970s only reinforce this dynamic, highlighting the impact its decisions can have on economies across all continents. To understand how Saudi Arabia wields so much power, we need to look at how OPEC functions. This organization regulates oil production among its members, balancing supply and prices. When oil prices fall, for example, Saudi Arabia can decide to cut production, reducing supply and raising prices. On the other hand, in high-demand scenarios, increasing production helps stabilize markets. These strategies directly affect energy-importing countries, which must adjust their economies to these fluctuations. And who feels it day to day? All of us. The decisions made by Saudi Arabia aren't confined to the international market. They reach you in tangible ways. When oil prices rise, fuel costs increase, shipping gets more expensive, and this affects everything from supermarket products to energy bills. In recent years, we've seen how fluctuations in the price of oil have impacted the cost of living in various parts of the world. On the other hand, when oil prices fall, many countries dependent on exports face economic crises. This cycle shows how the interconnectedness of the global energy market affects not only national economies, but also your pocketbook. Despite its enormous power, Saudi Arabia faces significant challenges. Its reliance on oil makes its economy vulnerable to market fluctuations. When prices fall, the impacts can be devastating, not just for the government, but for the entire population that directly or indirectly depends on this resource. Additionally, international pressure for a transition to more sustainable energy sources represents an added challenge. With the demand for renewable energy growing, Saudi Arabia needs to reinvent itself to remain relevant in the global landscape. One response to these challenges is the ambitious Vision 2030 plan. Saudi leaders are investing in economic diversification, promoting sectors such as technology, tourism, and clean energy. Grand projects like NEOM, a futuristic city powered by renewable energies, lie at the heart of this strategy. Additionally, Saudi Arabia is establishing international partnerships to attract investment and modernize its economy. This transition aims not only to reduce oil dependence, but also to open new pathways for sustainable and innovative development. What does this mean for the global future? Saudi oil's influence may be changing, but it's undeniable that it will still play a crucial role in the short and medium term. While the world moves toward a more diversified energy matrix, decisions made by countries like Saudi Arabia will continue to impact economies and consumers around the world. The future of energy may be renewable, but the connections established by oil still shape markets, policies, and lives. What do you think? Will oil continue to be the world's most important resource? Or are we on the verge of an energy revolution? Share your opinion in the comments and spread this video so more people can understand the importance of this discussion.